Welcome back. Lift and Inspire Motivation Subscribe channel. Discipline and consistency are the cornerstones of success. These aren't just fancy words people throw around in motivational speeches. They are the actual engines that drive achievement in every aspect of life. Denzel Washington, one of the most celebrated actors of our time, often talks about how discipline and consistency shaped his journey. He didn't become a star overnight. Behind his achievements lies a pattern of deliberate habits, repeated daily, that built his success brick by brick. Today, we're going to break down how you can adopt these principles in your own life and why they are absolutely non-negotiable if you want to reach your full potential. First, let's understand what discipline really is. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about making choices that align with your goals rather than giving in to temporary desires or distractions. Denzel Washington has often said that, at the end of the day, it's not about talent, it's about discipline. Talent might get your foot in the door, but discipline ensures that you stay in the room, that you continue to grow, and that you keep pushing even when no one is watching. Consistency, on the other hand, is about showing up every day. It's not enough to be disciplined once in a while. Success requires repeated, deliberate action over time. Think of it as compounding. Just like saving money in a bank account grows over time, consistent effort compounds to produce results you may not even see immediately. Denzel's career is a perfect example. He didn't land every role because of a single performance. He built a reputation through years of consistent, disciplined work. So, how can you cultivate discipline? The first step is clarity. You must know exactly what you want. Discipline is impossible without a clear goal. Denzel Washington is famously clear about his objectives. Before he starts a project, he knows why he's doing it and what he hopes to achieve. You can't hit a target you can't see. Write down your goals. Make them specific. The clearer they are, the easier it is to align your daily actions with them. Next, break your goals into daily habits. Discipline is built on small, consistent actions. You don't wake up one day and suddenly become disciplined. You build it every morning when you stick to your routine. Denzel is known for his rigorous preparation for roles. He doesn't just show up to the set and hope to perform well. He studies, he rehearses, he perfects his craft day in and day out. Similarly, if your goal is fitness, discipline could be a 30-minute workout every morning. If your goal is learning a skill, it could be 1 hour of focused practice daily. The key is consistency. But life isn't always easy, and that's where most people fail. Discipline is tested when you don't feel motivated. Here's where mindset comes in. Denzel Washington emphasizes that motivation alone is not enough. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. Discipline is what carries you when motivation disappears. It's waking up at 5 a.m. to work on your goals, even if you're tired. It's sending that proposal, even when you feel unsure. It's sticking to your study schedule, even when Netflix is calling. Discipline is choosing long-term gains over short-term comfort. Another key aspect of discipline is accountability. Denzel Washington talks about surrounding yourself with people who challenge you, who hold you to higher standards. When you know that someone is watching and that your actions have consequences, it becomes easier to stay disciplined. Find a mentor, a coach, or even a friend who pushes you to stay consistent. Share your goals publicly. When you announce your intentions, it creates a sense of responsibility that reinforces discipline. Now let's talk about setbacks. No one achieves success without obstacles. The disciplined person doesn't quit when things get hard. They adjust and keep moving. Denzel has faced rejection, criticism, and failures, but he never allowed them to derail his progress. Discipline is about resilience. It's about doing the work even when the path is unclear, even when others doubt you. Consistency ensures that these setbacks don't stop your momentum. Every day you show up, you're building strength, skills, and credibility. One of the most practical ways to build discipline and consistency is through routines. Routines automate good habits. When a positive action becomes a habit, it no longer requires massive willpower. Denzel Washington's routine is a testament to this principle. He wakes up early, exercises, rehearses his lines, studies scripts, and carefully plans his day. Each action is deliberate, part of a system designed to produce results. You don't need a Hollywood schedule. You just need a routine that aligns with your goals. The key is repetition. Every time you repeat a productive action, you're strengthening the neural pathways that make discipline easier. It's also crucial to track progress. Denzel Washington emphasizes reflection and improvement. Discipline doesn't mean blindly following a routine. It means evaluating your actions, measuring results, and adjusting when necessary. Keep a journal. Log your achievements and setbacks. This awareness creates a feedback loop that reinforces consistent behavior and highlights areas for growth. Finally, remember the emotional payoff of discipline and consistency. Many people struggle because they focus only on the end result, the fame, the money, or the recognition. While these are important, the real reward lies in the growth, confidence, and self-respect you build along the way. Denzel Washington has often said that the process is more fulfilling than the outcome. The pride that comes from knowing you stuck to your plan even when it was difficult is immeasurable. Consistency creates mastery, and mastery breeds confidence. In conclusion, if you want to attract success, start by building discipline and consistency into your life. Be clear about your goals. Break them down into daily habits. Show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Surround yourself with accountability. Embrace setbacks as opportunities to grow. Build routines that automate productive behavior. Track your progress and reflect on your journey. Discipline and consistency are not glamorous, and they don't produce instant results, but they are the most reliable path to lasting success. As Denzel Washington's life demonstrates, talent alone is never enough. It's the daily choices, the repeated actions, and the unwavering commitment to growth that separate the successful from the mediocre. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how your life transforms over time. Success isn't about luck. It's about showing up, doing the work, and never letting temporary feelings dictate your actions. Discipline and consistency aren't just habits, they're a lifestyle. And when you adopt them, you don't just chase success, you attract it. Success begins in the mind. It's not about the opportunities you get, the resources you have, or even the talent you possess, though those can help. The most powerful factor that determines whether you achieve greatness is your mindset and the belief you hold in yourself. Denzel Washington, a man who has reached the pinnacle of his profession, often speaks about how self-belief and a winning mindset shaped his journey. He didn't just act. He thought like a winner, and that thinking guided every choice, every risk, and every step he took toward success. Today we're going to explore how you can cultivate the same mindset and self-belief, and why these are absolutely critical if you want to attract success in your life. Let's start with mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It shapes your interpretation of events, your response to challenges, and ultimately, your level of achievement. Denzel Washington believes that the way you think determines the way you live. If you think small, you achieve small. If you think big, your actions align with greater possibilities. Many people underestimate the power of mindset. Yet history is full of examples where individuals with limited resources, facing enormous obstacles, achieved incredible feats, all because they thought differently. A winning mindset is built on 3 pillars: positivity, resilience, and vision. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending life is perfect. It means maintaining faith in your ability to overcome challenges, focusing on solutions rather than complaints, and choosing to see opportunities in every situation. Denzel often speaks about surrounding himself with positive influences and choosing to focus on what he can control. This attitude doesn't just improve your mental state, it directly affects your actions. A positive mindset fuels creativity, energy, and perseverance. Resilience is the second pillar. Challenges, failures, and setbacks are inevitable. What separates successful people from everyone else is their response to adversity. Denzel Washington has faced rejection, criticism, and personal struggles, yet he never let them define him. A resilient mindset understands that failure is not permanent. It's feedback. Every rejection, every mistake, and every hard moment is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. If you want to attract success, you must view setbacks not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones. The third pillar is vision. You cannot achieve what you cannot imagine. Denzel Washington emphasizes the importance of having a clear picture of where you want to go. Your mind is your most powerful tool, and if you can see it, you can achieve it. Winners visualize their success daily. They imagine themselves overcoming obstacles, accomplishing goals, and living the life they desire. Visualization is not daydreaming. It's programming your mind to recognize opportunities, stay motivated, and make decisions that align with your aspirations. Now, let's talk about self-belief. Self-belief is the unwavering trust in your abilities and potential. It's the confidence that no matter what comes your way, you have what it takes to succeed. Denzel Washington famously said, "Fall forward, Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. This kind of self-belief doesn't mean you think you are perfect. It means you understand that you are capable of learning, adapting, and growing. When you believe in yourself, you make bold decisions, take calculated risks, and refuse to let fear dictate your life. Building self-belief starts with action. The mind tends to follow behavior. When you take small steps toward your goals and achieve them, your confidence grows. Denzel didn't wake up one day fully confident. He built that belief over time through preparation, hard work, and repeated success. Start by setting achievable goals and consistently completing them. Every small win reinforces the idea that you are capable, and over time, your self-belief becomes unshakable. Another important factor is the stories you tell yourself. Your inner dialogue can either empower you or limit you. Denzel Washington often talks about how he rewrites negative thoughts and doubts into constructive ones. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," you learn to say, "I will find a way." Instead of fearing failure, you embrace the lesson it brings. This mental habit may seem subtle, but it's transformative. Your brain will act according to the beliefs you hold about yourself, so make those beliefs strong, positive, and aligned with success. Surrounding yourself with the right people also strengthens mindset and self-belief. Denzel emphasizes the influence of mentors, supportive friends, and colleagues who challenge you to grow. Being around winners helps you internalize their habits, mindset, and attitudes. Conversely, negative influences can undermine your confidence and skew your perception of what's possible. Choose your circle wisely. The people you spend the most time with will shape your mindset far more than any motivational speech ever could. Courage is a key companion to self-belief. Belief in yourself allows you to take action, but courage allows you to act despite fear. Denzel Washington often talks about how fear can be a powerful tool if you acknowledge it and move forward anyway. Successful people don't wait until fear disappears. They act in spite of it. Courage is developed every time you step outside your comfort zone. The more you practice it, the stronger your belief in yourself becomes, and the more naturally a winning mindset develops. Consistency in thought is just as important as consistency in action. A winning mindset isn't something you switch on once in a while. It's a daily practice. Read, learn, reflect, and reinforce your beliefs every day. Affirmations, journaling, and meditation are tools that many successful people use to maintain focus and self-belief. Denzel Washington is a master of preparation, and preparation strengthens both mindset and confidence. When you know you've done everything possible to be ready, fear diminishes and self-belief rises. It's also crucial to embrace responsibility. Denzel Washington emphasizes that winners take ownership of their lives. Blaming circumstances, luck, or other people weakens mindset. Belief in yourself is inseparable from accepting responsibility for your choices. When you own your decisions, you empower yourself to change the outcome. Responsibility transforms you from a passive observer of life into an active creator of your destiny. Finally, understand that mindset and self-belief are lifelong practices. Denzel Washington's journey shows that even at the height of success, he continues to cultivate his mind, refine his beliefs, and challenge himself. You will encounter moments of doubt, fear, and distraction, but the winners are those who return to their mindset practices, reinforce their self-belief, and keep moving forward. Success is not a destination. It's a reflection of the thoughts you nurture and the confidence you cultivate along the way. In conclusion, if you want to attract success like Denzel Washington, it starts in your mind. Cultivate a positive, resilient, and visionary mindset. Believe in yourself, even when others doubt you. Take action to reinforce that belief. Rewrite negative self-talk. Surround yourself with supportive people. Embrace courage. Maintain consistency. And take full responsibility for your life. When your mind is aligned with your goals and your self-belief is unshakable, success becomes not just possible, it becomes inevitable. Mindset and self-belief are the invisible forces that shape your reality. They determine whether you remain stuck in mediocrity or rise to greatness. Denzel Washington's life is a testament to this truth. He didn't just act. He thought like a winner and trusted in his potential. You can do the same. Start today, change your thoughts, strengthen your belief, and take deliberate action. The world responds to those who know their worth and refuse to settle for less. Success is attracted, not chased, and the magnet is your mind. Believe in yourself, nurture a winning mindset, and watch how doors open, opportunities arise, and your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Dreams are powerful. They inspire, motivate, and fuel our imagination. But without action, they remain nothing more than fleeting thoughts. Denzel Washington, one of the most accomplished actors of our time, emphasizes that success is not about wishing, it's about doing. He often says that talent and opportunity mean very little if you do not take consistent, deliberate action and take full responsibility for your life. Today, we're going to explore why action and responsibility are critical to turning dreams into reality, and how you can start applying these principles immediately. Let's start with action. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Dreams without action are illusions. They have no power to change your reality. Denzel Washington understands this better than anyone. He didn't achieve greatness simply by dreaming of Oscars or fame. He put in the work, day in and day out, regardless of recognition or reward. Every role he played, every challenge he took on, was the result of deliberate action. But action isn't just about being busy, it's about being deliberate. Many people confuse movement with progress. They hustle endlessly, yet they remain stuck in the same place. Denzel emphasizes the importance of focused action. You must know what you're working toward and take steps that move you closer to that goal. This requires planning, discipline, and clarity. Start by defining your dream clearly. What exactly do you want to achieve? Once you know that, break it down into concrete steps. Action becomes easier and more powerful when it is targeted. Taking action also requires courage. Fear is the #1 barrier that keeps people from pursuing their dreams. Denzel Washington talks about fear often, not as something to eliminate, but as something to acknowledge and move through. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you grow stronger. Every time you act despite fear, you reinforce your confidence and resilience. Action transforms fear into momentum. The longer you delay, the more fear grows. The key is to act now, even imperfectly, because momentum compounds into results over time. Responsibility is the other side of the coin. Taking responsibility means owning your life, your decisions, and your outcomes. Denzel often stresses that successful people don't blame circumstances, luck, or others for their failures. They accept that their choices determine their destiny. Responsibility empowers you. When you stop blaming, you stop waiting for permission or external validation. You become the driver of your life. Every action you take becomes a deliberate step toward your goal. One of the most powerful aspects of responsibility is accountability. Denzel Washington's approach to work demonstrates this. He prepares meticulously, learns his lines, and studies his craft because he holds himself accountable to himself and to others. Accountability ensures that your actions are consistent, deliberate, and aligned with your objectives. If you want to turn dreams into reality, you must hold yourself to high standards. Set benchmarks, track your progress, and never accept mediocrity from yourself. Action and responsibility are closely linked. Taking action without responsibility often leads to chaos and wasted effort. Responsibility without action leads to stagnation and regret. The combination is what produces real results. Denzel Washington's career is proof. He didn't just dream of success. He actively built it through relentless work and by taking ownership of every choice he made, every role he accepted, and every challenge he faced. Another key principle is consistency in action. Dreams are not achieved overnight. They are realized through repeated, purposeful effort. Denzel Washington didn't become a superstar overnight. He built his career step by step, year after year. This is a lesson for all of us. Small, consistent actions compound over time. Writing 1 page every day builds a book. Practicing a skill for an hour daily leads to mastery. Making one productive decision after another creates a life of achievement. Action is the engine, and consistency is the fuel. Taking action also involves learning from failure. Denzel Washington frequently speaks about falling forward. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every misstep, every rejection, and every challenge carries a lesson. When you take full responsibility, failure becomes feedback. You learn, adjust, and continue moving forward. Many people give up after setbacks, but those who take responsibility and persist through failure ultimately reach their dreams. Action paired with responsibility transforms mistakes into stepping stones. Time is another critical factor. Denzel emphasizes that time is your most valuable resource. Dreams will not wait for you, and neither will life. Procrastination is the enemy of action. Taking responsibility includes managing your time wisely and prioritizing tasks that move you closer to your goals. Ask yourself, are my actions today contributing to the future I want? If not, it's time to adjust. Every minute you waste is a minute lost, but every minute spent acting deliberately brings you closer to your dream. Decision-making is also a part of action and responsibility. Denzel Washington has often said that every choice shapes your destiny. Indecision is costly. A person who hesitates too long allows opportunities to pass. Those who act decisively, even in uncertainty, gain momentum. Responsibility means accepting the consequences of your decisions, good or bad, and learning from them. Action without accountability is reckless. Responsibility without action is powerless. Together, they create unstoppable progress. Surrounding yourself with the right environment amplifies action and responsibility. Denzel Washington highlights the importance of mentors, peers, and teams that inspire you to push harder and hold you accountable. Your environment either propels you forward or holds you back. If you want to achieve big dreams, associate with people who challenge you, support you, and model excellence. Positive influences reinforce action, instill discipline, and strengthen your sense of responsibility. One practical method to ensure consistent action is to create a roadmap. Break your dreams into short-term achievable milestones. Denzel Washington prepares meticulously for each role, breaking down the process into manageable tasks. Similarly, when you break your goals into actionable steps, progress becomes measurable and motivating. Each completed milestone boosts your confidence, reinforces your sense of responsibility, and fuels further action. Finally, understand the emotional impact of action and responsibility. Many people chase dreams while waiting for permission, motivation, or luck. Denzel Washington shows that fulfillment comes not from external approval, but from knowing that you did everything possible to make your dreams real. Taking action and owning responsibility gives you a sense of control, self-respect, and inner satisfaction that no external reward can match. When you act boldly and responsibly, success is a natural byproduct. In conclusion, dreams remain dreams until they are acted upon. Talent, luck, and opportunities are helpful, but they cannot replace deliberate action and personal responsibility. Denzel Washington's life is a testament to this truth. He didn't just dream of success. He acted consistently, owned his choices, and embraced accountability at every step. His example teaches us that taking action and responsibility is not optional, it's essential. Start today. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Take deliberate steps toward your goals. Own your mistakes and learn from them. Surround yourself with people who inspire excellence. Break your dreams into actionable steps and pursue them relentlessly. Remember, momentum builds with consistent action, and responsibility transforms mistakes into growth. When you combine both, your dreams don't just remain ideas, they become reality. Action and responsibility are the twin engines of achievement. Without them, your potential remains untapped. With them, you become unstoppable. Denzel Washington didn't wait for success to find him. He created it, one deliberate action at a time, while taking full responsibility for his life. Follow this path and you will turn your dreams into reality too.